Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm going to show you an example of how to make a project with design thinking. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, this video is extremely important because I'm going to explain it to you how to make a project with design thinking. It's very important to keep in mind that before you watch this video, it is essential that you know what is design thinking, that you are familiar with the stages and the main tools. If you don't know them, please enter to our channel and watch the videos of what is design thinking, what is user-centered design, also the videos explaining all the stages, and the first season of our channel, because it's extremely important, because over there we explain every single component. So it's extremely important before you watch this video that you know all of this information, because if you don't do it, it's very probably that you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this video is very important and many of you requested to me, and I'm gonna show you from the beginning to the end the main tools and the different stages and how you can develop a project with design thinking. So the first thing that you need to know is that you need to ask yourself, what am I going to do? You basically have two possible scenarios. The first one is that you want to fix a problem or a specific situation, or the other one is that you want to create a business. It's very important that if you want to fix a problem or if you want to create a business, you have to have two very extreme important components in your mind. The first one is user-centered design. Any development that you make, it has to be focused on the user. It has to be user-centered design. That is extremely important. And also is that you work a real need. With design thinking, we never develop anything superficial. The things that we do are deep and want to make a better world. Okay, so the first stage, as you know, is empathy. Empathy is understand a situation, understand a user, understand a problem, understand a context. Which tools can help you with that? The first one is problem tree. That is very important if you want to know the causes and consequences of a development. Very important. Also, you can make a mapping. Mapping it's a very important tool as well, because it will allow you to know all the components. Also, you can use benchmarking. Um, Benchmarking is really focused if you want to create a business, because you have to be um, aware of your competition and what was being previous developed. So that is very important, benchmarking as well. So if you want to fix a problem, problem tree is probably the best tool. If you want to develop a business, benchmarking is probably the best tool, but also you can complement it with mapping. All of the tools that I'm going to talk about here, all of them, we got specific tutorials in our channel, so that is very important. The second stage is after you understand the situation and understand the user, you have to be very specific. That is why the second stage is define. Define what? Define the characteristics. Be specific. You can use the tool of user profile. That is very important because you will know the main characteristics of your user. You can also make focus group. This tool, focus group, is transversal. It means that it can be used in any stage of the project. In any stage, you can make a focus group. And the empathy map, you can use it if you want to increase your empathy, maybe if you are not completely clear of what was going on. The idea of this stage is that you are very specific with all the components. As you can see, until here, we don't know yet what are we going to develop. After you finish this stage, you have three possible scenarios of the things that you can develop. The first one is that you can develop a product. The second one is that you can develop a service. Or the third one is that you can make a business idea. That is very important, because if you don't do these two previous stages, you don't know what are you going to develop. Sometimes people make a huge mistake thinking before everything what are they going to do. The truth is that you don't know what are you going to do until you have previously do the empathy stage and the define stage. That is very important. So here you will define what are you going to do, and then when you already know what are you going to do, you start ideating. Ideate what? Multiples alternatives for your product, for your service, or your business idea. You can use brainstorming, you can make value proposition. Value proposition, it's a tool that you need to develop a work in that all the time, because it's the most important tool in design thinking or any development, because it's what make your development special. If you're working with creating a business idea, before you develop previously you develop value proposition, and then you make your business model canvas. That is very important as well. After that, you go to the prototype stage, when you will create multiple alternatives of what? Of prototypes of your product, of your service, or your business idea. Which tools can help you with that? Paper prototype, user experience map, or an infography. These tools can be used in product, service, or business idea. Especially infography is one of my favorites, and that is linked to the graphic line of your development. So that could help you a lot. Then we go to testing. All of these prototypes that we create here, at least 6 or 7 ideas, and could be many more, you will start testing. How? Evaluating with users. That is very important because you need to test that with the user. And here is very important that if you find something that is wrong, that is not working properly, you can work on it and developing and improving something that you already have. It's very important here that you can make interviews, you can make polls, or you can make trajectory maps with the specific development. If you don't know how to develop some of these tools, please check our channel, because here we got all the tutorials in Spanish and in English as well. Finally, we are going to implement our development, because the testing stage is iterative, which means that we're going to repeat and repeat until we got the final development, but we have to put it in the market. That's what we do in the implement stage. We have to make a marketing plan, we have to promote sales, maybe we can make an advertising campaign. It's really up of our budget and the kind of project that we are developing. It's very important that we can also want to make participation or try to fix a situation. So it's really up to us. This is the way, like, you can use different tools here, but especially value proposition, you have to use it all the time. You really have to use it all the time. It doesn't matter the kind of development that you are making. But this is the basic structure of how to make a project with design thinking. Some of these tools can change because we got more than 200 resources, more than 200 tutorials of different components that can work very well. But it's very important that you understand that the development and the outcome of your project, it will be a product, service, or business idea, but you don't know what to do until you are in the defined stage and you're going to start ideating. That is very important. Thank you so much. I hope this video will be a big help in your studies. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Remember that our Udemy courses are already available in the description of this video. You can find them. Remember that every Monday we have a new video in Spanish, and every Thursday we have a new video in English. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 design thinking and agile channel in the whole YouTube universe. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.